to make the NBA Finals, and Commissioner David Stern is here perhaps to see history made tonight.
The game of basketball is all about putting the ball in the hoop. The Knicks starting to penetrate, get inside the porous defense. And throughout these clips here, you have too many Pacers standing there with their arms way up in the air. When a shooter sees that, he knows that the defense has given up. When the defense is poised and has their arms at their shoulders ready to pounce on that ball, they've got a chance. But Allen Houston really heating up. First 9 minutes, 0 points. Last 8, 10. So he's got his game going.
Well, what the Knicks are going to try to do is ride this pick and roll, do some good offense, and they find Camby right at the rim.
Larry Johnson made the pass. Camby the slam. Rick Smith re-enters the Indiana lineup, and Reggie Miller is back as well.
You know, Tom, on your plus-minus, we ought to probably track Chris Childs out on the floor as well, because since he's come in, the New York Knicks offense has been a lot more fluid.
I hate to agree with you, Steve.
And then don't.
but I do.
Here's Childs. That was, I don't think you want to brag about that one. Then Camby.
Now that's Marcus Camby starting to earn the respect of the officials.
He gets the call. It's a blocking foul against Indiana.
Well, picking up the loose balls. They've all been right there for Marcus Camby. Again, outside the line. Great shot of it. Judgment called in favor of the Knicks.
Well, one thing Camby had on his mind, remember that throwdown he had against Mutombo? Get a quick flashback. He did a little bit too far away that time, but he was looking for some real heat that time.
Camby misses the free throw. And don't forget, if the Pacers force a Game 7, we'll be there. Showtime starts Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Then shortly after 7:30 Eastern, the conclusion of the Knicks-Pacers series, which has been a tremendous matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals. It'll be from Market Square Arena, NBA Showtime, followed by Game 7. If the Pacers win tonight, it'll all be starting at 7 Eastern Time here on NBC.
Misses 2 free throws, comes back and gets scored on in the lane. Marcus Camby.
And Best comes up limping after he took it right to the bigger Camby, the shot blocker, and scored. And Larry Johnson is also down for the Knicks.
Oh, shit!
Mike Saunders in the white shirt, the great legendary trainer for the New York Knicks. You hate to see this happen to anybody, particularly such a vital cog in the Knicks offense.
Patrick Ewing knows the pain.
We get a look, and we'll watch for Larry Johnson.
Fell against his leg.
And Travis Best, in going down, comes right down on the knee. You take a look at the bottom right of your screen, and you will see the collision as he rolls right into him. And both players took a shot on that. And Travis Best with the groin came up limping, and Larry Johnson is still down as we get one more look at the collision.
It's amazing that there's not more injuries in professional basketball of this nature, with the strength, the power, the speed, the quickness, the way they're flying around, and bodies just falling in to the knee that was planted.
Well, already they've lost Patrick Ewing. Already shorthanded up front, only 10 players available. And now Larry Johnson, one of their big 3 scorers, lies on the floor at the Garden.
Just got an explanation of what the Knicks had called. They called a 20-second timeout, but because they cannot get that substitute off, they can't get Larry Johnson off the floor, they can't get the substitute in, so we have a break in the action. The officials are just, they're doing the right thing right now by letting the trainer take care of Larry Johnson, make sure that he's okay before they try to get play started here again.
Larry Johnson has had such a sensational series, that miraculous 4-point play, and what 3-point shots he's hit all during this series.
This was Game 3 when he hit 3 3-pointers, all of them desperations, to beat the shot clock each and every time, and then the miraculous 4-point play to get the victory. Game 5, off penetration, and the perfect finish for the Knicks. Childs down the lane once again. 2 times in the fourth quarter, Larry Johnson hits big three-point shots. How are they going to make that up? They're playing so shorthanded as it is.
Well, adversity, will find a hero, and many times in situations like this where your team is on the verge of doing something special, good things happen for
They're
you.
calling for the big guys. That means they got to carry him off here. They're calling for Dudley, Herb Williams. Kurt Thomas should get over there. He's a young guy. He's not going to get tired.
LJ scores 8 points tonight, 6 coming in this quarter as the Knicks got their offense untracked. And now Larry Johnson goes down on the collision with Travis Best.
Dr. Norman Scott on the left of your screen in the suit. The one who's been responsible for so many athletes getting back onto the court.
And Marcus Camby has said all along that Larry Johnson was the man that helped him through the tough times when Camby was getting virtually no playing time. And Jeff Van Gundy has said all along that this is a quiet team. They really have only one vocal leader, and that's Larry Johnson. So their vocal leader, their clutch three-point shooter, now injured and being helped from the court. What does this do, first of all, to the lineup that the Knicks have put on the floor, and second of all, to their psyche?
It's always an incredibly deflating moment. And the first thing you want to do when somebody gets injured, if you're one of the key guys, is you got to just get away from it. Just don't even think about it, because it can happen to anybody at any time. You got to go to the other end of the court and start thinking about your game. Spree, Camby, Allen Houston. Hey, more shots for me, more aggressiveness. It's my game. There's nothing anybody can do to stop me, and I cannot think about the problems, severe as they may seem for Larry Johnson right now.
Well, Sprewell is back for New York, and Houston is the man that replaces Larry Johnson. Here's Sprewell, short, got his own rebound.
Tom, the Knicks have played the underdog role to the hilt all playoffs long. Now it's even more so. So they just got to take that attitude. We got enough. We got to play our game. We've got Spree and Houston and Camby, and that can get it done.
Well, in order to get it done, they've got to be more assertive and aggressive, because the Indiana Pacers are certainly a bigger team and should be trying to pound the ball inside. They come right back with Rick Smith.
And Smith ties the game at 28. 6 points for Rick. Sprewell continues to struggle for New York, only 2 of 10 shooting. Here's Childs. He misses 2 in a row. I don't think he's the one they want taking the shots. Miller, ball fake at Houston, somehow got the shot away, trying to draw the foul, and the officials say nothing doing.
You see him carrying Larry Johnson off, and he's not putting any weight on that right leg at all, so that's not a very good sign for the New York Knicks.
The agony in the face. That is the saddest feeling, the sense of loneliness, the sense of isolation that Ewing is already going through now in the psyche of Larry Johnson.
2 consecutive skip passes across the defense. Childs penetrates, and Camby is fouled before the basket.
Marcus Camby is a player that plays extremely well without the basketball, and that's how he's going to get most of his points, and that's the problem for Larry Bird. As you take a look at a shorthanded New York Knicks bench, and Jeff Van Gundy knows that now this is the time. We don't have anything else to be concerned about. If we don't win this game, we're in trouble come Sunday.
Dale Davis replaces Antonio Davis, who just picked up his 2nd foul. And for New York, you might say this is a Game 7. They would be shorthanded, having to go to Indianapolis to play on Sunday. So their best chance of advancing would be right here, right now. And they have a 2-point lead. Reggie Miller of Indiana's gone in another one of those lapses. Scoreless the last 14 minutes. He's hit only 1 of 7 tonight. Good defense on him there by Allen Houston and help from Chris Childs.
As long as New York does not get stuck getting big man on, big men on little men, they have an excellent chance to use their speed and quickness as they attack the rim with Marcus Camby.
Who else? Camby and 1. That was a difficult shot.
That was not difficult, Tom. That was unbelievable. That was right there with Larry Johnson's 4-point play here. He just threw it up, tried not to get hurt as the body check there by Mark Jackson. Jackson, all he can do is foul. But the transition game ignited by the slow and poor post-entry pass by Dale Davis, and the crowd is back in. Now Sprewell has got his spring back, and Camby has certainly provided that huge lift that we've come to expect from him.
7 points the last 2.5 minutes for Marcus Camby. Smits fouled by Childs. The basket will count.
That's going to be the concern right there for Jeff Van Gundy. They can't allow him to get that deep post position. This ball is too deep, and Childs realizes it, but he doesn't grab it. So he lets him get that arm in the air, and now you got a chance for a three-point play.
Van Gundy can't believe it, but that last time was a perfect example of the benefits of a great, crisp, hard snap post-entry pass. Jalen Rose, unlike Dale Davis,